Everyone, welcome to the press conference with G2. We have Broken Blade and Skewmond with us. First question from Ila das Lendas from Brazil. How was it to prepare to face against Guigo, knowing that he is also a player who plays with a lot of unique and different picks?
I was actually very surprised with how good he was playing. I played against a lot of players from Brazil. None of them were actually this good. So I was surprised he wasn't in many of the tournaments. I do think I underperformed very, very heavily today in a lot of games. But I want to give him credit. I think he played amazing throughout the series.
All right, next question from League Funny from APAC. Broken Blade. In this series against Furia, it seemed like you may have had some trouble during the laning phase. So what was happening? How were you feeling?
I'm not actually quite sure what was happening. I will have to go back and reflect on what happened. I think I just played a lot of these scenarios very wrong. Yeah, and there's nothing more to it. I simply just I just got outperformed in almost every game, and it's something unacceptable for me, and I will come back stronger for sure. I will go back home and reflect on what I can do better. That's the best I can do.
Next question from Namen from North America. That was a much closer series than people expected. Do you think Tatu's haircut distracted you guys and put you off your game?
Yeah, I mean, perhaps, because we didn't really expect the series to be that close, but definitely have to give credit for Furia and all of their players and coaching staff. I think they prepared very well for this series, and they showed some really good performance, honestly. And yeah, I mean, maybe the Ronaldo effect was too strong. And yeah, I mean, as also a rookie in jungle and having my first international tournament, definitely have to give props to Tatu because I definitely think he played pretty well today.
Next question, Yahoo Esports from APAC asks, did the frequent pauses during the series affect your performance at all, and how do you plan to adjust moving forward?
I mean, it was something very odd. The mouse of Labrov was flickering all the time, and we had to look for a solution. And the other time it was a bug that was actually longer. The other pauses were not as interrupting of the flow of the game. The second pause is always longer pauses are always a bit hard to deal with, especially if you don't know what to do. You forget where people are and stuff like this. But I think we were pretty much aware of what was going on in all the pauses. I think we were very spot on in that. But in the second game, I mean, in the long pause, it kind of didn't matter anyway. The game was not looking very hot, so yeah.
FD News from Latam asks, during game one, what can you tell us about the Warwick pick?
Warwick is a pick that I obviously have in my champion pool, and it didn't work out. Simply put, again, Warwick is a champion that if you fall behind, you're going to be very, very, very useless. And in this game, I fell pretty far behind. Obviously, this is a pick that I still believe that I'm strong at as well. And we will very likely see it again at some point during the tournament. That it didn't really hit my confidence or anything. I'm confident that this champion is still very strong. So.
Following up on that question a little bit, Sons of KS from Latam asks, was picking the Warwick a strategy to keep your stronger champions hidden for later stages of the games, or did the Aatrox end up just surprising you more than expected?
The Aatrox did definitely surprise me as a blind pick. And obviously I can't share too much about strategy. I can just tell you that at that moment it was what I thought was the best to pick.
Skewmond, question from Codigo Esports from Latam. Furia ended up being more of a challenge than expected, so what surprised you the most about their game plan?
I mean, I think that they definitely had... they were grouping a lot during the games, and I think that's what made their strength. I was surprised that they were covering a lot on sides as well. I think they were really aware of what was going on during the game. And to be honest, when we were preparing for them, I didn't see most of the plays they've done in LTA South. So it was a bit surprising for me. They actually played a different game and they showed a different identity today. So I think that's a big part of why maybe we were like we got a bit caught off guard. So yeah, but besides that, I really think that they just played their own game and most of the time they just played good as a team.
Yeah, and final question, Sons of KS from LATAM, Skumon again for you. This was your first big international tournament as a starting player on this big stage, and so what was it like facing such an aggressive team like Furia, and what did you learn about yourself as a player?
I definitely enjoyed this game. I mean, like, in the end, what matters is like if you win or lose, right? And we made it, we won with 5 games, so it adds up a lot of experience, so I take that, I guess. I think that they actually played pretty aggressive, I agree. And I was surprised by how aware they were on the map and like how they were like absolutely like everywhere in terms of side laning as well. I think they were just pretty confident on like their game plan, and I think that they were pretty aggressive also in the early game, which cost us a lot in some games. I think like we died quite some time in during lane phase and during some unexpected ganks. So yeah, I think that they played a pretty aggressive game.
All right, and that concludes the press conference for G2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.